it covers up a decent chunk of the map. Let me put it below the map. How about that? But the progression in Gungeon is what I like the best. And then it also, they have a lot of, like, other things in it. You gave me the matchlock gun. It's bad. And you gave me the frost choker. That's what they call me, in college. Frost choker. That's also super fun. Thanks, guys. Restart from the beginning? I'm not going to restart from the beginning. What game is this? This is Dungreed. Allow me to change the name of the game on Twitch here. This is Dungreed. It's a roguelike. I played it on the channel a while back. I have to go. Have I ever tried Robot Named Fight? I have not, but I've heard amazing things about it. So maybe in the future, that's one that I'll look into doing. But Gungeon is also very good at... What the freaking hell is that? The other thing I like about Gungeon is it manages to give you a different run every time. And I know you're like, okay, that's the whole point of a roguelike, Tyler. And it is. You are correct to some extent. But what Gungeon does is you can have times where you will, like, literally not get a certain room on a floor. So say, like, one of the arcade dudes that allows you to do the little game that, if you hit the 4 targets, you get the blah, blah, blah. You may not see that on, like, 3 straight runs. And then all of a sudden, you may see it, like, 6 times on your run. I don't remember how to open my inventory. F, E, Q, R, V is apparent. No? V? Yeah, V is it. Today I learned. Yeah, this is much better. But, it's just there's a lot of different stuff in Gungeon. As opposed to Isaac, where, like, you're guaranteed, yeah, you're going to get 2 item rooms, a shop, and then take your pick of a curse room, an arcade, boss trap room, other trap room thing. It's always the same crap over and over and over. And if Repentance, and I mean it kind of does, because Anti-Birth has the planetariums and a couple of other things, so you kind of get that. But what puts it above Isaac a lot of the time for me is just, you know, I'll have Isaac runs where you're almost guaranteed on Isaac runs you're going to get, like, some kind of head item, because heads come out of gold chests, and if you open a gold chest, you're going to get a head. You get the same boss items each time. You know, I like how Gungeon's item pools are kind of different every time. You know, you can get kind of anything from boss fights, stuff like that. I think I like the scaled chests as well in Gungeon. It's just like little things that they do significantly better, in my opinion. Galahad, you have a great day, buddy. Thanks for stopping into the stream, my friend. It really means a lot. Frikandels are just better hot dogs. I still have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm gonna hope I am. Otherwise, I'm offending somebody yet again. Not a big fan of Gungeon compared to other roguelites. I think that a lot of people are turned off by Gungeon, and this might not be your case at all, but a lot of people are turned off on Gungeon because it's significantly more difficult than other roguelites. It's really hard to hop into Gungeon and win a run. You know, and that's what I've always said, is it scales. You need to die in Gungeon to eventually win. And a lot of people don't like that mentality on a run. And obviously, if you've played a lot of Gungeon already, then you can start out the beginning and win, which is kind of what's happening with my series right now on YouTube. But, okay, I should go back here and do crap with this chick. This is new. This is very new. Oh, wow. I like this so much more. This is so much better. This is so much better. It's actually so much better. So for those that don't know, this used to be, they would give you the same, like, 20 things each time. And you could basically just build your run however you'd like it every single time, and it was never different. So now they only have 3 things. I'm assuming that it's probably different on each floor. That's so much better. Okay, cool. Honestly, that alone is a massive change for Dungreed. That puts it back a little bit higher on my list. That's pretty good. You put in 69 hours, you're just bored now? I find that difficult to believe that you can be bored after playing just... And I don't want to... You shouldn't discredit. I've put in 70 hours into a game. Oh, I don't think it's that high on my list. If you put 60 hours into a game, that's like... that's an insane amount of hours in a game. You know, for a $15 game, that much time is... You know, you should be happy with that time you spent in that game. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, that seems ridiculous to be like, oh yeah, I don't like it, and you put in 70 hours into it. That's just my opinion, though. Have a good one, Epic Lander. But you guys know me. I've put copious amounts of hours into Isaac, and I feel like to some extent I've seen everything in Isaac now. It just... You reach a point where you've seen it all. And I think that in some ways, like, different synergies, sure. But the core gameplay loop, there reaches a point, like, probably 30 hours in where you've seen everything there is to see in Isaac in terms of the core gameplay loop. But, maybe I am, in the wrong here. Yeah, these are different. Well, they're kind of, maybe different. I have to actually look at these and figure out what I want the most. Like, I can afford to eat this one. I think I will, honestly. It is a little bit like it takes a second to actually buy it, but there's also new weird purple enemies and fiery enemies, which I think is a little bit strange, but could be worse. Double kill, headshot. 600 hours in Terraria. Okay, there's some games that... oh, boy. There's some games that you can justify spending a lot of time in. Terraria is a game that takes forever to complete. You can pour hours into Terraria. Minecraft, you can pour hours into Minecraft. Those kinds of games that make sense to have that many hours in. A $15 roguelike that you got, you don't expect to pour that many hours into. My rule of thumb, and I know that a lot of people disagree with it, but I like to still say it because it gives some people some satisfaction when I say it. My rule of thumb is the number of dollars you spend on the game should be equal to the number of hours you get out of it. So if you're spending, you know, $15 on Gungeon, if you play the game for at least 15 hours, I'm saying that's a success, and you have gotten your money's worth out of that game. And a lot of people may not agree with that, but that's how I do things. You know, I've paid around $45 for Isaac with the 3 DLCs. Well, Rebirth and then the 2 DLCs. I'm about to pay another 10 to 15 for Repentance when it comes out. What in the hell is this item? Attack speed increased by 25% when equipped with a one-hand weapon. Sure. I don't need the Frost Choker. I don't think that's necessarily great. But you know, people are complaining about how Isaac is too expensive after we end up with more. Thank you for the host, Afu. Once we end up with the next DLC, and you're gonna have the game come to around $60 for the entire thing. And I'm going, okay, many of you are saying, oh, I have 6,000 hours in Isaac, and you're not okay paying $60 for 6,000 hours of entertainment? You go to a concert, it's $200 for like an hour and a half of a concert, and you're totally okay spending that. But $60 for 4,000 hours of gameplay, you're like, nah, I don't know about that. You kidding me? It's ridiculous. That's at least my opinion, though. I mean, you're literally paying for entertainment. You would go to a movie and pay, you know, whatever movie prices are, what, like $15 for a movie now? You'd pay that for 2 hours of a movie, but tons of gameplay are like, oh, I don't know. Might not be able to afford that. It's just weird to me. But that's just me. So sorry, but Overwatch League, there's Austria versus Norway. Y'all know I need to support my home team. Go Austria. Dude, go watch some Overwatch. Thanks for coming in and checking out my stream today, buddy. Appreciate the love. Have a good one, dude. There's 5 games where I have more than 1K hours. I know I have 1K in Minecraft. Oh, way more than 1K in Minecraft. 1K in Gun Isaac. 1K in... I don't know. What else do I have over 1K in? Probably some other stuff. Rocket League, I probably have over a K. But that's about it, probably. Nerdy MB, hi. Just want to wish you a happy early birthday. Found your channel not too long ago. Quickly became one of my favorite YouTubers. You put so much effort in your vids and your commentary. It's awesome. Wish you a very lovely year. Have a good one. Dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in, saying hi. Thanks for the love, my friend. You guys are so kind. I know people always say, like, ooh, Twitch chat's so toxic. Oh, Tyler's chat is so toxic. You know, I'll get people that are like, oh, I don't know how you deal with your chat, Tyler. Deal with my chat? They're just like happy individuals wishing me a happy birthday. How can I be angry? They're the sweetest human beings out there. I can't be mad at all. You guys are sweet. It's about $800 for a bad seat for Hamilton. That's about 4 hours. But $60 for a game that lasts 6,000 hours, that's way too much. Trust me, I really don't understand it, but that's okay. Someday, maybe I will. Maybe someday I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I refuse to spend this $5 for this game that I'm going to play for, you know, 600 hours. But I don't know. That's like why, you know, many of you know that I play Fortnite in my spare time with some friends. And, you know, I've streamed it at times. Oh, dude, this is cool. Sparkling water to bring down my thing. Unstable Strafe, thank you for the 15 bits, buddy. That's pretty dope, too. I actually think I want to do that. So let's first... Yeah, so I can't buy any of these, so sparkling water. And then let's increase... Let's do this one. But I play Fortnite in my spare time with some friends, and I legitimately... I bought the Battle Pass for Season 4, basically just to support the game, in a way. Because I was getting so many free hours out of it. I was like, you know, in some ways, they deserve to have some of my money here. And it's like, you know, I've played that game probably for over 400-ish hours for the entire summer, to some extent. And I've paid, like, what, the Battle Pass is $10 for the entire thing, and then they give you enough for the next season's Battle Pass. Like, it's a deal and a half. And I'm like, oh, this is so good. And people are like, man, free games trying to get big in the loot box community with the paid DLCs. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, it's a great deal. $10 for a free game that's a lot of fun and is 100% completely free to everybody is a steal. I don't care what anybody says. All right, I'm done with my rant here. 10 years in Minesweeper, still haven't won any games above the easy difficulty. That sounds like a massive personal problem, dude, but I won't be one to say anything. You have 5K hours in Skyrim. I am going to... I feel like after Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, since we'll probably be right around 3 when we finish 2. After those, it might finally be time for Tyler to play Skyrim. Because I've never played it. At that point, I'll have my new PC. I'll be able to handle good graphics and stuff like that. So maybe... Would you guys watch a Tyler Skyrim? Ooh, I'm dead. I'm dead as hell. Yes, please. Oh, my God. Save your gaming. Don't worry. Lurk, dude. Lurk away. I don't have Fortnite Save the World. I just play BR. But we need Skyrim. I didn't know anybody was this interested in me doing a Skyrim series. Maybe we'll do it on Twitch sometime. That's fine. I'm intrigued enough by it. Oh, they made this real nice, too. Okay. Bouquet. 12 to 25 damage? I suppose that's not that good, actually. Oh, it's like a bomb? Okay. Let's go to Spelunky now that you died. We'll do one more. One more run here. And then I'm fine moving to Spelunky. I mean, hell, I know that I'm not necessarily... we're only at 2 hours into the stream, and I planned on streaming for 4. But, hell, I might end a little bit early and then get some recording done today. We'll see. There's some fun videos coming for you guys soon. I don't want to... People that are in my Twitch sub chat on Discord know of one of the series coming, but I don't want them to spoil it for anybody else. But there's something in the works for some multiplayer stuff that should come like 2 weeks from now-ish. That could be a lot of fun. Vlad! Hey, buddy. Thanks so much for the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. Everybody go check out Mr. Vladimir Lado. If someone can just type ! Vlad in my chat, please. Tabbing out of this stupid game is a pain in the rear. So please, somebody do ! Vlad for me. Go follow that man on all of his things. He makes some really awesome stuff. And even though I've actually never gotten the opportunity to do anything with Vlad, it's going to happen eventually. It's going to happen eventually, but the damn time zones is keeping me and Vlad from doing stuff. But eventually, he's a great Unusual Crew member. Awesome content from him. So, absolutely go check him out. But, there's definitely stuff coming. An Astroneer series. I did Astroneer. Me and Mobius did Astroneer back like early last year. That series is actually hysterical. Like, there's a lot of funny moments in that series. So if you're interested in Astroneer, that's a name I have not heard in so long, then go back and watch those, because those are actually a lot of fun. But it is not an Astroneer series. I know that. There is tabletop coming. Yeah, we did 4 Souls, and also played Mysterium yesterday. And both went horrible. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. So. But there is a legitimate, like, big, decently long-lasting series coming up soon. They had a huge crafting update to Astroneer. I didn't even know that game was still in production. Hell, maybe we gotta recheck out Astroneer then. But, it works for me. I liked Astroneer when I played it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I just thought it was missing some stuff. Unstable Strafe with a $2 donation. Happy birthday. How have you not played Skyrim? Thank you so much for the birthday wish, buddy, and for the donation. I don't know how I haven't played Skyrim. It's just one of those things that's gone by the wayside for me, and I have never had the opportunity to sit down and play it. Gotta go. Need to do my homework. Hope you have a good day. One hand, thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate it. Always good to see you in chat. You're reaching that OG status. You've been around a while, buddy. It's always good to see you in chat. It's in early access. They've been updating pretty regularly. That's good, honestly. I thought the game had a ton of potential when it first came out. But I feel like they had some missed opportunities. You know, because they were basically competing with what people wanted No Man's Sky to be when it came out. And I feel like they were very close to being able to kind of take over as the space exploration game when No Man's Sky's release kind of failed, but there wasn't quite enough in it. And then when you look at what they have in their game now, it doesn't necessarily make sense for how Astroneer to be like No Man's Sky. I just always felt like they were competing with it a little bit. Thank you for the bit, Cynic. Tyler, if you play Skyrim, please get some graphics mods. Dude, we're several months away from me debating doing a Skyrim series, so let's not worry about that too much. People also want me to play Detroit, and I'd be interested in doing that as well. So there's a lot of series that we may end up doing on Twitch over time. I'll figure out. We'll end up having some polls eventually to figure that out. Thank you, Vlad, for the 100 bits as well, buddy. The birthday bits. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, buddy. I will never reach OG because of time zones. OG is not about who comes into the stream. It's about who supports me. You know, it's about who comes in and is able to say hi. You know, be in Discord every once in a while, say hi. You guys are the ones I like. Mama Green bat. Seems like a really good bat. Let's buy it. We've got money. Like, oh my god, that's a massive bat. Holy lord. That's a big boy. Answer my question, lad. Am I going to be OG by the end of the year? Jazz, you probably will be. I'll be honest, you probably will be. This game looks fun. How much is it? This game is, I believe, $15 on Steam. It's fun, but I urge you to watch more of it before you decide to buy it. Because I also was like, man, it's really fun. And when I first played through, I was like, man, it's really fun. And then I realized very shortly after that the game is, boy, the game is very, very repetitive. And even right now, it's very, very repetitive. And it's also some of the stuff you're seeing, like this gun, that's pretty dope. You don't unlock this until you have, like, I don't know, 5 hours in the game. And even then, that's if you're decent at the game, which I was decent at the game, and it allowed me to unlock it. The unlock system in the game is very strange. And I don't necessarily care for how they handle it, but they've made good changes. I like that they made the change to the shops and the food. That's a big positive for me. I still really, really, really strongly dislike the altar. I think that it's an absolutely terrible mechanic in the game, but that's just my opinion, I suppose. It's just so crappy. The problems that Dungreed had, to do it in short, the problems I had with Dungreed were, it was very repetitive, way too many floors. You know, like, I made it to floor like 13 or something like that, and there was still 10 more floors in the game or some stupid crap like that. That's just too many floors for a roguelite. You know, the run was an hour and a half long and still going, and it was just the same repetitive gameplay over and over and over. But then the other problem this game had was the meta was always the same. Like, repeatedly, always the same. You know, you'd find a hand crossbow and an assassin's dagger, and that was all you needed to win the game. And that was what I hated about it, was they'd always manage to give you the same weapons every time. Even though there's, like, tons of weapons in the game, you'd get a ton of weapons, and then you'd eventually just get the 2 you need, and then you would win. So it always, it frustrated me, because it was like you had no incentive to try other stuff. You know, you always just went with the stuff that you know was going to win your run. And I understand, like, there's some games where, you know, you should experiment. You know, like Wizard of Legend, I thought handled it really well. They give you all their stuff and they say, okay, well, here, you have no idea whether or not this is going to end up good in game. So you had to at least try it. With Dungreed, they give you so much crap throughout the game. The loot is insane, that you can try it for like 2 seconds and then go, okay, well, yeah, that's not good. And then you never use it ever again. That was always my issue with this game. But now that they've kind of balanced it, it seems like they're giving you less loot and focusing more on the shops a little bit. They also seem to be... Why did I buy Spring Shoe? What the frick is this? Well, I just bought a flanged mace. I really don't like spring shoes. I don't know why I bought this, but that's okay. Let's get rid of spring shoes. I thought they were just like a better double jump, but apparently no. And then the problem with the altar is you basically just, like, every couple runs, you get an insanely powerful weapon that you then only use that because it's an insanely powerful weapon, and then there's no incentive to use anything that they give you, and that's just stupid. Like, it's a poor gameplay mechanic. You have no incentive to ever try anything new in this game. And that was my, like, core complaint. That, and then, like, the weird process to unlock things. But it seems like they've improved at least a little bit. Some of the problems I had with it. Am I going to be, you know, restarting back on my Dungreed series? No, I don't think so. The gameplay here is still pretty much the same, but that's just me. Some of you really like Dungreed. You know, I've had a lot of you that have said, Tyler, you need to play more Dungreed. You know, Dungreed is great. Dungreed's this, Dungreed's that. Just not my fan. I'm not a fan of it. I'm back. Austria lost 3-1 to Norway. They're just too OP. Well, I'm sorry to hear it, Cactus, but you know what? It's okay. They'll be in another one eventually, and they'll kick ass in that one. And then you'll be able to watch them annihilate. I am very low on the old HP front. Gotta play this a little bit careful here. You dead. There's more people. I will admit the unlocking is strange. I don't... Damn. That's bad. We are going to switch to Spelunky, though, now. I know we only played like a half hour of Dungreed. That's about all I really want to play for Dungreed. I'm sorry. But I love Spelunky, so I just want to play Spelunky. It just was always so weird to me that I had no idea there were a lot of guns in this game. And that's like they're really fun to use, and they're a ton of fun. But you need to get like so far into the game to unlock the stupid guns that you never, by the time you get them, you're like, okay, I just don't care about playing Dungreed anymore. You know, I feel like if they capitalized on the guns a little bit more and made some of those available at the beginning, the game would be so much more fun. But